I thought it was a great way to start a tournament. Obviously, did a lot of things well, starting with 31 assists, only 14 turnovers, shooting 63%, holding him to 33%. I thought we played, the weight was off our shoulders, and really made a lot of extra passes, and really played well. Also, I think last two games at home, we've really played our best basketball of the season, and hopefully that continues. And home court advantage is so important in this postseason. And I want to thank all the fans that came out tonight. And I know Friday's game at 7 o'clock on ESPN2 is going to be a war, and going to be two great teams, whoever we end up playing. So hopefully we can get more people out as well, because we need you on Friday.
Scott, what was the deal with Pierre? He arrived late?
He just got late to a game, so that's what you want from someone. It's like in turnover in a game, you make a mistake, you move on from it. Pierre was super on the bench, did a great job getting his teammates excited, fired up, and they really responded and rallied, and that was a great start to the game, a lot of extra passes. And then P-Jack came in, 6 assists, 0 turnovers, just like AJ, 9 assists, 2 turnovers, and hopefully we save some made buckets for Friday.
AJ, back into that point guard mentality, I mean, he gave you kind of a good lift there at the start.
Yeah, he did, and again, I think playing the Big 12, it's just nice to play somebody else. Right. I think every year, every conference argues which is the best conference. I go back to the last 5 years, the most pros, most lottery picks. It's a grind in the Big 12, and it's refreshing to see somebody different. And I think everybody played like that too.
Was it particularly refreshing for Brady? I mean, you got some breathing room.
Yeah, and again, I think part of that goes back to I think we got momentum in our last home game here. I think everyone had a good feeling with that, and I thought the crowd gave us energy early on, and I think playing in postseason. I mean, at the end of the day, not a lot of teams get a chance to play in postseason, especially in men's basketball. You got 350 schools and 100 play, so you want to take advantage of each one of those opportunities.
Y'all haven't seen a whole lot of zones this year. Brady kind of made pay, I guess.
Yeah, I wish we saw more, huh? But again, tonight I think we're just making the extra pass, and good things were happening.
In a quick turnaround like that, how nice was that? I mean, I think the starters rested it up the last night.
Most definitely, that's something we took into account when the second half came around, and didn't want to get anyone injured, and wanted to have everybody as fresh as we could, because you're playing within 48 hours.
Torian kind of gave you a good lift off the bench there at the end.
Well, that's everybody that played gave us a lift. So I mean, it was one of those games where everyone played well and contributed.
You said you played free and easy, and maybe the pressure's off. Do you feel like that, even though you played well the last couple of games at home, that maybe sometimes was a problem?
Well, I think the area that pressure probably affects you the most is in your shot, and I think we haven't shot this well since Kansas at home. And at that point, people would stop kind of talking about us for the NCAA tournament too. And but the long and short of it, this is how you're supposed to play at home. Hopefully we can continue that out for 2 more games if possible.
Scott, particularly early, I mean, they never got in a good offensive groove. Were y'all just, I mean, did you feel like the defense was that much?
I thought we did a good job defending. They missed some shots. I mean, they had some tip dunks that they missed, and some nights it's just not your night. I think it wasn't their night; it was our night, and that's why you got the point spread that you did. I mean, they're a talented team, and a couple. I mean, they went to the NCAA tournament last year and finished first in their conference, so I know probably wasn't their best performance. I like to think we had something to do with that, but obviously they weren't on tonight either.
Have you seen Arizona State much at all yet? Or?
If Arizona State wins, if Pierre Jackson has a twin as far as speed, Arizona State's point guard would be that. So he's one of the best point guards in the country. They have a 72, 250-pound big man that's a monster. Pierre, one of his former teammates, played at CSI. Felix Character is a great athlete and player. I mean, they're a really good team. So they're a team that a lot of people thought was going to go to the NCAA, and then lost a couple tough ones down the stretch. So I mean, they're a really good team, and that'll be a great game if that's who we face.
Do you see some similarities? 500 in conference like you guys were, everyone above them in the standings, got into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I think if anyone that's seen Arizona State, I mean, they play fast, play off a lot of ball screens, and again, everything starts with their point guard, so I think two teams that make sure you don't you put your contacts in, because it's going to be a blur out there.
Anything else?
Thanks, Coach. Good night. See you.